today I would like to talk about inclusion policy in Turkish education system, in Turkish schools, private and state schools. So according to the inclusion policy, every child has different personalities, skills, different learning styles and capabilities. And when these differences cause learning difficulties, they are defined as special educational needs students. I know this is a very general definition. So learning difficulties and special education students are defined in a very comprehensive way within the policy. But I will not talk about how a special education needs student is defined or diagnosed in Turkish schools. What I would like to talk about is how they are being involved in the mainstream classrooms and the obstacles that teachers faced. So according to the inclusion policy, students who need special education will be provided necessary human resources, support, and materials so they can continue their education in the mainstream classrooms with their peers. And according to the policy, the goal is not to normalize these students. The goal is to maximize the opportunities so these students can reach their full potential. And I had a quick research about the history of the inclusion policy within the country. So discussion started in 80s. And the policy has been created in 1983, supported with a law that requires students who need special education to be accepted in mainstream schools and supported by the necessary resources. Of course, this law has been put application throughout the country fully in starting from 2000. I only worked at private schools, and private schools have their own admission policy. They usually don't accept students with special educational needs and disabilities. Unless these students are diagnosed after they were admitted to the schools. And I observed and read within that research that the public schools who admit special education needs students are successful providing education in mainstream classrooms, who worked with mild difficulties and disabilities. With the severe disabilities and learning difficulties, the parents choose to send them to special schools. And according to the teachers who work with the SEN students, they mentioned within that research that they find it difficult to adjust a physical environment according to their students' needs. And they also mentioned that they struggle with differentiating instruction and differentiating assessment strategies according to their students' needs. So obviously they need professional development on differentiation and assessment. And I also think that the private schools should accept special education needs students, not only mild, but also in the other categories as well, because the resources are limited in public schools, especially in rural areas. And if we want special education needs students to reach their full potential, they need to be accepted in private schools so they can get more enhanced support from the teachers.